It's the only way she getting back in it. Fall back and get fall back and get back.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Menu narration set to 100.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 39-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Shotgun now, first round. to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And the Texans first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. It's Marks on the handoff. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Tony. Why Tony?
From the gun, Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
All right.
Third and long for him here. That's caught. This is Kirk. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Now up the middle, it's Morris. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bucs have the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
180!
From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
180! What's up?
3rd down, give to Irving. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
220! What's up?
Running for it, here's Irving. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That down and distance tells you pass. More than likely, you're going to get man-to-man coverage, and your passing game is more effective. But I love that call. And the trust and the belief you have in your run game that even that down and distance, you can still get the first.
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, if you couldn't do it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And they're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Baker throwing again. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Baker now from the gun. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now here's 3rd and 5. Mayfield now from the gun. It's caught. It's Godwin again. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
180!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get their first points of this game just before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And this one is launched downfield. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Tucker on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. That's brought in downfield by Otten. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. Only took them 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Baker now off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
180! Run.
Motioning right is Egbuka. Throwing again is Baker. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Irving trying to run for the 1st. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's good for a couple of yards. And the Bucs have the 1st.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
180! Point it right.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Play made by E.J. Speed.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
180!
Here's Baker. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
20!
They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. He finds Evans left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st and goal. Here's Irving. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Trying to run with Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Mayfield keeps it himself. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
Alert, alert, alert!
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Baker Mayfield a touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Alert, 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 alert! What's that?
1st down, here's Baker. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
That's Evans making the catch outright. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers feeling good with a 14-point advantage. On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19 Texans.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Short pass brought in. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
The Texans, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
From the gun, Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. There he goes on the right side. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans cut the lead down to 10.
17. Texans 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick
That
off
lead
for
trimmed
Houston.
just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. They're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
Loss of 11.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21.
180!
So it's a win for the Buccaneers. Well, Brock, when it comes down to it, never an easy task trying to knock off a team inside their own building, right? You really see them come out with just a different kind of energy.
It's what every player is told, dating back to your Pop Warner and high school days. Defend your home turf. When somebody comes in and tries to knock you off inside your own building, well, you need to have the fortitude, the guts, the resolve to fight back and go get those wins. What an energized locker room right now. It always is when you do your collective job successfully and you do it in your own house.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Hey, easy. Silly.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. He'll manage to work this forward to the 37. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
He's brought down at the 37.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Gain of 2. Brings up second
Red on the red.
and 8.
In motion comes Thomas.
Danger.
Second down, Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face third and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
They get
yards.
21 on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down.
A gain of 19
And
yards.
this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds down at the 9-yard
Here's a
line.
2nd and 3
The gain of
forthcoming.
7 brings up second and 3.
Hey, go.
In motion is Myers.
Here you go.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
2 yards. It's
Play 8
third
of the
down
opening
and
drive
5.
coming up. And now they face third down. Here's a short one. He's got Strange. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Think right open. Open. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's taken in. A dive, and he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll run it as the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
So, from 37, here's second and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So, they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 6-0 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This is hard. He got the connection to Collins. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Marks. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
On the quick, right?
To throw, it's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. Still going inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Texans. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 6.
Sink right. Lisa 24.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, right side. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, run.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. 3rd down coming up.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Forced out wide, and that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Marks. He'll take this down to the 47. Foye Alurkin with the play. They face 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7.
All right.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Stroud. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
The Texans, 1st down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Stroud. This is caught 2. And he's in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hey, Lion!
A first down throw for Lawrence. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And will mark him down up beyond the 30. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Lawrence now to throw on first down. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
22 yards.
Here's first and 10.
Easy. Ralph.
First down.
Lawrence. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
The Texans. They'll take over first and 10.
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
On first down, it's Stroud. Moving outside the pocket. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Second and 10.
On the quick, right?
Throwing is Stroud. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 jet. 19, what's that? 19 Texas.
This time they stay on the ground.
Number 27, Woody Marks, the ball carrier. A gain of 7.
So, on fourth down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Parker Washington awaits for the Jaguars. Well-executed kick. Fair catch called for and taken inside their own 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
Hey, I'm gun. On red.
On first and 10, Lawrence. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Penn State.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This from 40 yards out. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. toss right side for Marks. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Headed left, buying time. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go.
On play action. Stroud on the run to the right. He's going to run it. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the ground, it's Marks. Down the sideline, inside the 25. He'll wind up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 12. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Texans first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
All right.
And the Texans
Stroud to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An inside give to Marks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
All right. 18. What's that?
Back to throw. Stroud. That's taken in. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will extend this third quarter lead. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from NRG Stadium. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Southern Cal. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard
Second
line.
down, 8 to go from the 28.
Brings up second and 8.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They've got him. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Broncos first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Play action now. It's next. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Working the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his big tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And the Texans first down.
Oh, quick, right?
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So after one, it's the Broncos with the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Marks. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Texans.
A gain there of 15. First down for Houston.
1-yard line.
At 18.
Stroud going to set up the throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to
2nd
Cade
and
Stover.
inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 11-yard line.
Carry now for Marks. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Marks. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go.
Stroud. That is caught to the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will level things out at 7 apiece.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close. To the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 1st and 10.
That's another Broncos.
To throw is Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he will get into the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football, if you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Here's Tremon Smith on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, open up. Out. What's that? Hot. 18. What's that? Hey, south. Good.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Look at hot. Texas.
Now Stroud. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. Nick Bonito. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Rolling right. Now he takes off. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the give, this is Harvey. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 2.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Nix. He'll look underneath for Harvey. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
This is part 2. And he's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go. Broncos will take a 21-7 lead.
Texans 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the quick, right?
On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Back at the 22
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On a second down throw for Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 18.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Handoff here, and it's Marks. They're going to work this down inside the 45. $19 more on that one, and another first down.
First down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stroud. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 7.
Here we go. 11.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the right side, and Kurt's got it.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
And the Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw, Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Marks trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, it is 3rd and goal.
Flash. Help.
They'll run with Marks, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
It's now 4th down and goal.
19 tech. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. On 4th and goal. They got it. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And that is incomplete. Two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Waterani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Hey, we're good.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
First down, Denver.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal, Denver.
Shanahan.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They're able to get the job done in front of